Hi, it's Karen with the Divine Feminine app, and I'm on the phone with Tanishka, which makes me so happy because I started my venture with the Divine Feminine app a decade ago, and Tanishka jumped out at me, Moon Woman. So, and here we are connecting again, and she was just talking about, like, all of us, her shift in priorities and well, not priorities, but focus shift, and this upcoming show that she has in Scotland. So I'm gonna let her tell you about it before I mix anything wrong. Go ahead.
Oh, darling woman. Yeah, so nice to reconnect. And basically, yeah, we're all getting not just upgraded, but new assignments. You know, things are hotting up in the transition phase of the great rebirth. And so all of us that are here midwifing that process, it's like, yeah, new callings. And mine was something I didn't see coming. In my, like, before I was initiated into women's mysteries, I worked as a stand-up comedian and, you know, had a life on the stage growing up. So I'm going full circle as we do, but this time distilling the 27 years teaching women's mysteries with the performance to create ritual theatre, which in the ancient world was the remedy or the treatment for depression and anxiety, i.e. to heal the soul. So it's initiating audiences through basically how to get out of the underworld. So it's a response to the mental health crisis on the planet. And, you know, it was seeing the reenactment of the soul's journey out of the labyrinth, out of the pit, out of the darkness, and it being experiential that was considered so important. Like the Eleusinian mysteries in ancient Greece, they let prisoners out. It was considered so essential for the health of the group psyche. And the word psyche means soul. It doesn't mean mind. So the way that we treat mental illness is literally mental. And the ancient approach is a soul-centered approach, and it uses art and it uses theater. Like the origins of theater was the goddess culture, was, you know, initiating people to look at themselves in a reflection that helped them to understand themselves better, to heal, to reframe the illusions that cause us to, you know, cause human suffering. So the show that I'm doing, those of you watching that know the descent of Ishtar or Venus or Psyche, this show is kind of the return trip, how she gets out of the underworld. And we do that by journeying the 7 dimensions or the 7 chakras and slaying the 7 fears like Durga, the 7 illusions that stop us from embodying the 7 types of love. So along the way, we meet the 7 inner goddesses or the 7 muses that are the guardians of the 7 gates. And it's happening during the Stargate, a very auspicious Stargate, not just the regular Lions Gate, but the 888 Lions Gate. As we were saying off camera, this year, 2024 adds up to 8. And in ancient Mesopotamia and throughout the Middle East, the number that was sacred to the ascended Venus, Ishtar, Tanit, Tanis, Inanna, her number was 88 because that's the number of like the infinity symbol. It's how energy moves, and it's the 8th chakra, the Godhead, one who has ascended, one who has unveiled the truth at the 7 gates and is ready to unveil their divinity for their beloved. So she was said to be the maker of kings, and her symbol was the lion. So this Stargate is when this show is premiering at the biggest arts festival in the world, over 3,000 shows. It's where all the scouts go, but it's I hope it will you know, be a vehicle to reach mainstream, you know, in a way that they can hear the mystic feminine and the wisdom of the mystic feminine. Because let's face it, most people are too overwhelmed to read a book, let alone go on a retreat, you know, except those of us that have had lifetimes in mystery schools and temples and go, yeah, more of that, thanks. That was a long answer, wasn't it?
That was, Tanishka, I've had like chills like 3 or 4 times listening to you talk on the video. So I know what you're doing is right on. And you can, so the show will actually be, we're looking at July, or what month will?
It opens August the 2nd.
Oh, that's right. Lionsgate.
Yeah, exactly. And it closes August the 10th. So it's a short run, 9 nights. And we're inviting everyone to come dressed as butterflies because it's about our transformation. The word psyche means soul, butterfly, and cure. It's an ancient Greek word.
So many things are falling into place. They're
right. Yeah. So at the end, I get my kit off. It's like at 53. That was the first image when I received this calling during the last eclipse season back in Australia. And I was in circle. I was in, my red tent new moon circle. And I was in a channeling state, and I started getting visions, and it was of me butt naked on a stage with a big pair of butterfly wings.
Are you going to be butt naked on stage?
I am. I never refuse a calling. And I was laughing and crying at the same time, saying, no, Spirit, I'm 53. Like, too late. That ship has sailed. Like, my muscles on my thighs have atrophied. No one needs to see that.
Oh, you're going to be beautiful.
I got my head around it. I've been doing yoga every day. I got to tell you, I'm, nothing like a motivation of a live paying audience seeing you naked in midlife. But I don't know if you know the story from Women Who Run with the Wolves, La Mariposa, the dance of the butterfly woman.
Yes.
Right? And so it is the crone. And I'm in year 10 of perimenopause. I think I'm finally at the end. But hot and cold flushes are telling me it's got to be close. But so the dance of the butterfly woman is done by a woman who has attained moon pause, hence I'm being exited stage left from being the moon woman to being an emissary for the ascended Venus. So yes, me bearing myself completely bare is about us. The final card in the tarot, the world, shows a woman naked who's unveiled, and she's holding those equal rods representing the 2 twin serpents, or the meridians of sacred feminine masculine, of one who's raised the caduceus within their own light body. So yes, I'm getting my kit off, save for a few holographic beads and a big pair of LED holographic wings. And the audience will be wearing refractor glasses so that they're seeing rainbow light.
Wow. All right, I'm going to get my ticket now.
Yes, all you need is some wings and jump over the pond. Yes, please.
Yes. All right. Well, and down in the description, I will put more information about where to get tickets and information. I'm assuming the website if you want to learn more about Tanishka. And thank you.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for helping me share it with our community, because it's about celebrating the ascension, the return of Venus, And
so, she is returning,
to heal the world soul. So thank you.
My pleasure, as always. Thanks.